Still working today from our top side control, our top crucifix side control position, right? In our top side control, turn ourselves sideways, getting access to his hand, and bringing ourselves up to this position. Depending on what he does with this far arm or this near arm, depends on what we do. If he's messing with this arm right here, it leads to some actions. If you mess with this arm, it leads with others. But what most people are going to do is try and just hold on, right? They're just going to try and hold on so that you can't get access to that arm. So one of the most, especially if you started for an Americana or a Kimura or a straight armbar or any of those things that are available from here, they're going to be trying to hide this from you. And as long as you're keeping your cool down here and control of his chin that you need to, you shouldn't be able to. You should be able to stay there. You should be able to take what you need. So from right here, I'm going to go from being in this good control position right here, and I'm going to push. And I'm going to pinch my ear to my bicep. So even if he tries to get his arm away from me now, it's stuck in that slot. Right? So now when I do this right here, I'm going to take and push my top knee all the way across right here, so that I trap on the neck, the armpit, this whole top part of his body. And of course, I'm going to take now my second part, bring my knee over the bottom. I still have my forearm under his shoulder right here, and I'm just going to bring up until I feel his elbow, and then of course I'll just pull for my straight arm bar. Right? So from our crucifix position, he's holding on. We can't get his arm, whatever the case is. I want to reach for it if he does this, because I already know that what I want to do is, when I'm falling forward too, right? I'm going to pinch everything together, so if he tries to move, he's pretty well stuck. And down here with your feet, it starts like this. If I'm going to do this, I'm probably going to switch him over. All right, so now I can bring this up and keep this pin still. Bring it all the way over here. And I want to make sure that I extend out so that I have his thumb right here on the curve of my neck. Trap it here, and then I'm bringing my short part of my forearm just above my thumb. Right there, the breaker part. I'm going to take and skin it along until I feel right where his elbow is. Just making a fist and grabbing and pulling right there. All right, from our crucifix, he's holding on right here. I'm going to put my head on the ground and push the face, so even if he tries to go anywhere, pretty well stuck. Switching my feet so my bottom one's in control now. Bringing my knee all the way up till it touches the ground. Doing the same thing on the other side all the way till it touches the ground. I want to make sure my knees are on the ground and not off. Because when I do this, he's now my base. And if he moves around, it moves me around. If I put my knees on the ground and he moves around, it just moves my feet around, which are not my base. My base is the ground. He can't move that. So I make sure I'm all the way with both knees to the ground, finding the spot on the elbow that I want right here, extending until I catch the thumb, pulling for my straight arm bar. So far side, crossbody, straight arm bar from crucifix top side control. Go! Armbar done with Wait, Kimura and Americana are on. All right, so I guess I should have thought what the second thing was before. Did at the beginning, and now this is sort of a recurring theme. All right, so find ourselves back in our side control position. Oh yeah, so this is another one to get his hand to come out right here. I actually like to use this as an actual submission. Now you have to have really good control of this position to get this submission, because the guy's going to start flopping around like a crazy fish when you do this, and I don't blame him, because you're going to choke him to death, right? So I'm going to take this top hand right here. I'm going to grab on, not at 3, but probably really high 4 on this side right here. All right, so I'm not in the center. I'm coming up closer to his where his carotid artery would be. And it's not because this hand's going to choke, but it's because of where I want my anchor for my next hand. Now, once I do this right here, my other hand is going to come across thumb in right here. So I'm holding it just like this right here. Okay.
Do that with the underhook on the right hand side?
Yeah, underhook on the far side, so I'm thumb up with that one. And thumb up with both of them, right?
Yeah, you said thumb in on the top hand.
Still the opposite grip.
Yeah, just thumb up. All right. Sorry, I didn't get it right in my head. Okay,
Like
so
the
we
fawns.
it's gonna be right here. It's gonna be like a baseball grip, but I don't think I'm gonna have my thumb. Yeah, I'm gonna put my thumb inside. All right. So.
Damn it, Chad.
Alright, so I'm reaching myself underneath. My 4 fingers go inside at high 4 to create an anchor right here. My other hand is going to go thumb in and thumb up, and I'm going to bring it all the way down to meet up where this is. And what I'm looking for is to get in a spot so that when I bring this down and across, I have a submission. Right? Now you can see if I do this with my head up, what's going to happen? I'm going to push, and it's going to freaking get away from right there. Now, if my strategy is he's holding on right here and I can't get this arm, oh yeah, guess what? He's going to come down to fight, and I can jump on that arm. If that's what I want, or put an arm triangle, right? That's not necessarily what I want to do. I can get my submission right here. Reaching across to right here, reaching up, thumb down, and pinning my head to the ground. Keeping my feet and knees posted and my head stuck in the ground. So when he starts flopping around, trying to get his far arm anywhere, he's stuck. And all I have to do is make sure that I apply my pressure properly. Now when I'm doing this right here, it sucks, right? It's an odd pull. I'm bringing this one down, around and up, and this one here I'm pulling the other side up. So as you do it, you'll feel yourself bringing it around. So you're actually, it's as if you had a rope that you were bringing and going up and around his neck with, because that's the motion. You have his body pinned and you're basically just taking something, and if you had a piece of cloth, let's say you choke him, right? Maybe his belt.
So David Carradine did it.
I don't think that's quite how he did it.
Now, when we do this right here, there's a reason we can't just grab this and choke. I don't have an anchor. I could try this as hard as I want, but he's going to move around. I'm not going to get what I want on the other side. So I have to have this anchor right here. That's what's going to create this portion. And I have to pin my head to the ground. Even if I leave a little bit of space right here, first of all, when he starts moving, it's going to move me around, because my upper body, he's my base at this point, because I'm chest to chest. My forearms are on him. When I put my head on the ground, he starts moving around. It doesn't matter. He's just going to squirm, and I'm going to stay stuck to the ground here and stuck to the ground right here. So 3 points. My feet, my knees, and my head are all 3 stuck to the ground, and he's just caught under there squirming around with no effect on me whatsoever. And all I have to do is take that choke and bring it up and over his neck. So find myself right here. I even use my underhand to help feed. So it's helping to feed. Oh, there's my first grip. Boom. Coming across, thumb inside, pinning my head to the ground, bringing my elbows so both elbows are on the ground. Now both elbows are coming up. That'll be an easy way to remember. Touch both of your elbows to the ground and bring them up like you're trying to come up in a circle and touch them together. That will wrap it around his neck in that circular motion. So this is our top secret choke from Crucifix, top side control. Go.